Great, I'm great. Let me say a pleasant good morning to the listeners of 103.1 FM. Always a pleasure to be in your company, discussing health from a natural and integrated perspective. We had a really great week so far. As it relates to health, a lot of persons actually come in, actually understanding, what is really wrong with them because, a lot of persons sometimes are ill. You might have diabetes, you might have high blood pressure, but a lot of the times you don't know what is actually causing this particular issue. And, I always tell persons it's a matter of really understanding the root cause of the problem. And that fundamentally is what we do at Batson and Associates. So, of course, keep in mind our locations. Let me say, of course, a pleasant good morning to our Facebook followers and listeners. We are live on our social media platforms. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. And on YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. Of course, the last program, we spoke on a number of issues. Pain is something that always comes up. So many persons have issues with pain, arthritic pain, pain in your knee, pain in your back. Let me say, of course, a pleasant good morning to, a very close friend of mine and mentor. And of course, someone who is as well involved in helping persons to live healthier lives. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Mr. Sean Alford out there in Los Angeles. Good morning to you, sir. He's joining us on our Instagram. And of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is this month, correct, right, Jackie? Yes, good. And, as usual, we know breast cancer has a lot to do with hormonal imbalance challenges, especially in issue of estrogen dominance, where you find excess estrogen could actually create an environment that is now conducive to cancer. And, one of the things we offer at Batson Associates is an integrative approach to hormone therapy, an integrative approach to actually balancing women's hormones, because that continues to be an integral issue that a lot of women are having today. I am a big advocate as it relates to PMS, postmenopausal syndrome, which is something that so many women have issues with. And the good thing about it is at Batson Associates, we actually offer products and protocols that are designed in such a way to assist women regardless of the time, um their hormonal aspect in their life. So when I say that, in terms of whether they are pre-menopause, menopause, post-menopause, or even regular menstruating women, because so many women have issues associated with hormonal imbalance, which eventually now actually comes to the point where you now have issues associated with uh, insomnia, depression, anxiety. So, feel free, of course, to give us a call or visit, have that blood analysis done, have your magnetic resonance analysis done, get that consultation, and of course, your complimentary foot detox. So you can, of course, reach us at any of the following: Shogunas, which is located on the first floor of Money Talks building in Montrose, Shogunas. That telephone number is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Daily, of course, keep in mind that symposium that we are having, that health fair, where you get so much benefit. And that's going to be taking place Saturday, the 28th of October. That's the last Saturday in the month of October at our Debe office, which is located at the corner of Ramsamouch Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. So listeners of 103.1 FM, those of you in the South area, Debe, Pinal, Barrackpore, take full advantage of that, so that you are actually able to, come and really benefit from that. Whether you're dealing with hypertension, diabetes, you're dealing with insomnia issues, problems associated with pain. You always have pain, a back pain, a waist pain, and knee pain. Come and see how Batson Associates would be able to assist you from an integrated perspective to live a healthier life. Remember, that's taking place, God's willing, Saturday the 28th of October at our Debe office, which is located at the corner of Ramsamouch Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. Make sure and take full advantage of that. Our telephone number for Debe again is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. And of course, keep in mind, you may be speaking to persons. Okay, let me take a question. Karen, sorry.
Okay, so we have a question here in studio. And by the way, listeners, you can WhatsApp 299-4103. So this is from a listener asking what causes a sty and what can be done to prevent it.
Styes. Okay, but styes are usually swellings in the eyelids themselves. So you have stye that could actually be the lower eyelid or the upper. Actually, when I was younger, I used to actually have problems with those. And we only realized that I actually had problems with my eyes, where I was straining my eyes. And when you strain your eyes a lot, that could actually cause styes. In addition to that, sometimes it has to do with the pores under the eyelids themselves actually becoming blocked up. And as a result of that, now, you don't have proper oxygen flow and whatnot, and it actually becomes a sty. So it's swollen. Hot compress is something that could actually work very good for that. I have found a trick, but you need to be very careful, where you get apple cider vinegar and you put it on a Q-tip. Now, you have to be very careful because you don't want to put it in your eyes, and actually put it on where the sty is itself, especially where it is a blockage there, and that actually helps to clean it out. So that's something that you could always pay attention to. The eye optics formula that we carry at Batson Associates is also a good fit there, because that eye drop helps with so many different things, cataract, glaucoma, detached retina, persons who may have problems with detached retina, persons who may have problems with where they use a lot of computers, you're constantly actually, even the phones. We now live in the information age, we live in the technology age. A lot of us actually have phones, sometimes in the phone in the night, in the dark, and that tends to wreak havoc on your eyes. So it's always good to have, a natural eye tonic that could actually assist in detoxifying the eyes, cleaning the eyes, and actually assisting people or persons to improve their eyesight overall. Yes, we have a question.
All right, so someone is asking about the event in Debe on the 28th. Can you give some more information on the time it starts?
For the time, we actually have two segments. We have 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then we have 3 p.m. to 5. So you guys, two sessions we're having. Of course, everybody is going to want the morning, but Trinidad and Tobago, the lovely listeners of 103.1 FM, not everybody could get the morning. All right. At the end of the day, it's some level of sacrificing, maybe 3-4 hours of your time in terms of preparing yourself, getting there. But believe me, it would be a sacrifice well worth it, because I found more and more, especially in Davie and in South, we're having alarming issues associated with dialysis. South was actually known as the diabetic capital at Trinidad, Barrackpore primarily, right? But the thing is, y'all not only with diabetes now, y'all actually becoming a lot of issues with dialysis because of the amount of hypertension that is coming out from those areas. So, Trinidad and Tobago, the listeners of 103.1 FM, and all our international listeners who are listening to us on our social media platforms, inaction is that. It's just that, inaction. And if you want to improve in any aspect of your life, especially with your health, there is some form of effort that is needed. So all we're asking is for a few hours of your time. I mean, the session is going to be 2 hours long, but as I'm saying, in order to get yourself dressed, drive, and get down there, you might have to sacrifice 4 hours. But what you'd realize is that it would have been worth it, because your health, there is no greater gift than good quality health. When you are sick, believe me, you have no use to anyone, including yourself. It is very, very, annoying. So whether you have problems with diabetes, hypertension, acid reflux, you have issues with a pain, you have bone spur, heel spur, you have problems sleeping, you have problems with your eyes, take full advantage of that symposium. Remember, Saturday, the 28th of October, at the Debe office, there are persons standing by to take your calls. Call, get yourself registered. That telephone number again is 223-7515. Again, that's 223-7515. And Shagonas is 222-8261. Again, that's 222-8261. Yes, Karen, question?
Yep, here's another question. This is related to alopecia. So do you have anything that treats alopecia?
Yeah, man. Yeah, when I hear people reporting about they have alopecia and your hair falling off, I want to know, nah, man, you ain't doing there. As I say, and try to say it as in local parlance as they say as possible, it have thing for thing. So if your hair falling, or you have alopecia as it has been diagnosed, which is an inflammatory issue of the scalp, which simply means it's just high inflammation in that particular area, then it means that we need to address that particular situation. And we can do that at Batson and Associates. So again, feel free to give us a call or visit those locations. First floor Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. That telephone number is 222-8261. Keep in mind, we always have open clinic days in those offices, so you can have a consultation done. You can have your blood and scan done. Keep in mind, if you have intentions of doing the blood and scan, then you just need to fast for 2 hours. Very important. That number for David is 223-7515. Again, that's 223-7515. Let me say, of course, a pleasant good morning to our social media. Miss Cathy Samru, good morning. Miss Elizabeth Mary, Miss Dulcita Roberts, good morning to you. Miss Elizabeth Mary says, happy belated birthday, Dr. Batson. Thank you so very much. Miss Cheryl Cooper, good morning to you. Miss Elizabeth Nandlal, always a pleasure. Miss Sharon Theodore, bless good morning, Dr. Batson and all viewers. Of course, Miss Kathleen Ishmael, good morning to you as well. Keep in mind, as I said, that we are live on our social media platforms. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. On YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. And on TikTok, it is Batson and Associates. Question?
Yep, here's another question. What causes colon complications, especially a lot of pain?
Well, the thing is, if you're having problems with your colon, it could be a number of things. High levels of inflammation. That is something I would suggest whoever is asking that question, you do not play with, because you do not want gastrointestinal problems. Because colorectal, and I'm just saying this, colorectal cancer or colon cancer doesn't start off as colon cancer. A lot of times it starts off with things like issues associated with constipation, this issue associated with GERD, which is gastrointestinal reflux disease, and all those other issues are usually an indication that something is wrong. First thing, look at your hydration. Batson Associates carries an alkaline water called Alkagen, premium alkaline water, very good water in terms of the pH, the ORP, which is oxidative reduction potential, which can help in a number of ways. In addition to that, the inflammation formula, very good product. Inflammation formula is a product that is designed to actually improve and reduce inflammatory levels in the body. Very, very important as well. You can also check out the Nerve Restore and, of course, our digestive balance. So a lot of good products there to actually assist with gastrointestinal health. We also have Gastro Tea, very good product. Check out our Regeneration Circulation Tea, excellent tea. Those of you who may have things like pins and needles, cramp in your calves, burning on their feet, hypertension, very, very good results with hypertension. So check out that. That is our Regeneration Circulation Tea. Also, Women's Formula. Women who have problems with things like polycystic ovaries, fibroids, ovarian cysts, hormonal imbalance issues, hot flashes, and whatnot. Question?
Yeah. All right. So this text sent in a message. Their son was born with the issue of having one undescended testicle. And they were told that a massage could actually help, but he's 14 now, and the situation has not actually improved. And this can be painful at times. Is there anything that you can do to help?
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. You're gonna have to get a consultation for that, but because I'm gonna have to get more details in terms of, okay, so he's 14 years. If you all did in fact start the massage, or he would have done it, what exactly would have taken place, and then I could actually give some recommendations. But definitely that's something that we can do some work on, from the hormonal aspect, from the endocrine aspect, and even from the aspect associated with physical manipulation if necessary. But again, more information is needed. So that's definitely a contact the office. So again, that telephone number for Chaguanas head office is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Debe is the corner of Ramsey Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. That telephone number for Debe is 223-7515. Again, that's 223-7515. Question?
Yes. So what causes stomach bloating?
Stomach bloating. Sometimes improper eating practices, like eating and drinking simultaneously, is something that you shouldn't really do. That is a bit, it creates complications, it creates issues in the body. In addition to that, eating and drinking simultaneously, not chewing your food properly, drinking a lot of cold beverages actually impede or interfere or slow down the digestive process. So it's a matter of bringing back some level of correction to that gastrointestinal system. Gastro tea is something that we use that does some really good work. Digestive balance is also a very good product as well to assist in bringing back balance to the digestive system. So, of course, let me see if good. Go ahead. Question.
Here's another question. Which product would you recommend for someone going through menopause and experiencing anxiety and insomnia?
Okay. Silver with mineral formula. I would also recommend inflammation formula, woman's formula, and nerve restore. Cleansing is going to be somewhere in there, but I don't know when last you did take a detox. Detox, people, a lot of times you don't necessarily take a detox first. It depends on the condition of the body. So someone who has problem with insomnia, anxiety, I would not give you a detox first, but we would do some hydration. So alkagen water, silver with mineral formula, inflammation formula, nerve restore, women's formula. Okay, and you could throw in a tea there, some circulation tea, and when you're finished with that, you're good. Let's go. So again, keep in mind those telephone numbers and locations. That event that is taking place Saturday, the 28th of October at our DB office. Call, get yourself registered for that health lecture. We're going to have some giveaways there as well. We're going to have it's really going to be worth your time. And of course, those of you who may be hearing about Batson Associates for a while, you know someone who may have a challenge. That's a good opportunity to actually get them listed. And maybe give them as a gift, because nothing beats a gift of good health. So very quickly, again, those telephone numbers and locations. We are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. That telephone number is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Debe is the corner of Ramsey Mood Street and the SS Erie Main Road in Debe. That telephone number for Debe, and you can call persons waiting, standing by to take your course for that symposium. There are 2 times that we have. We have 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and we also have 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Easy. And everybody cannot get the morning session. All of us, and then some of the persons prefer the afternoon session rather. Database number again, 223-7515. St. James is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. Yours truly, Dr. Batson, would actually have a clinic day in St. James tomorrow together with one of the other consultants. That's at Red Edge Mall. That number is 220-8113. That's 220-8113. And Tobago, of course, is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. That number for Tobago is 226-4553. Again, that's 226-4553. Remember, as we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. God bless you guys. To the listeners of 103.1 FM, have a safe Thursday. Watch yourself on the roads. And remember, Saturday, the 28th of October, all roads lead to Debe, that health symposium. Remember, 2 we are having, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and of course 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. That number again, 223-7515, 223-7515. Karen, always a pleasure. Take care. Until next week, please God.
Thank you so much for supporting health, Dr. Jason Batson. This segment, courtesy Batson and Associates. That was a paid program. The views expressed within were not those.
Great, guys. So you heard that for yourself. Let me say, of course, a pleasant good morning to Miss Shirley Dorset, Grand Rising, Dr. Batson and team. Peaceful Thursday. Be safe. Same to you. Miss Kamla Samaru, good morning, Dr. Batson. Pleasant good morning to you, Miss Kamla. Miss Jennifer Valentine, out there in Texas, she asked a question. A blessed good morning to Dr. Batson and all his associates. Dr. Batson, what can be used for a 12-year-old with hydronephrosis? When you're looking at hydro, that's of course a condition associated with the kidneys. Kidney tea is something that's going to help any high antioxidant product. So inflammation formula, the resveratrol formula is also good as well. So there are a number of products that we can actually recommend for that particular situation. I mean, if there's any scans that were done, any ultrasounds, that of course would help to give in terms of information wise. Okay, guys. So again, keep in mind that health symposium taking place at DB, that's DB office, corner Ramsumon Trace, and the SS Erie Main Road in DB. That telephone number, of course, 223-7515. Join us. Keep in mind, we have our program on Freedom 106.5 FM, and that is from 1:15 to 2. And of course, we'll be joining DJ Mamu on djmamuradiott.com, and that's from 2:15 to 3:15. And of course, we're back here on Sunday, please God, where we will be having that program where we'll be answering a lot more of your questions. Okay, guys, so take care. Do enjoy the rest of your day and be safe. Take care. God bless.